For those who don't know, legendary iconic actor Bruce Willis was diagnosed with aphasia back in 2022. The brain disorder reportedly affects how you communicate. According to the Mayo Clinic, it can impact your speech as well as the way you write and understand both spoken and written language. Nearly 1 year later, his family shared that he had been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. Today, what I want to do is focus on his career a little bit. What I want to talk about is his top five, my top five favorite Bruce Willis movies, and I think quite possibly everybody's top five favorite movies. The first thing I want to do is I want to give you two categories of actors, and I want you all to tell me what the difference is between them. Let's start with the first category. The names are The Rock, Vin Diesel, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tom Cruise, Bruce Willis. The second group of individuals, Denzel, Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, Will Smith, Margot Robbie. If you came back with the similarity is that they are all A-list, bigger than box office stars, you would be absolutely correct. However, it's the difference between these groups that fascinates me, especially when it comes to Bruce Willis as I think back on his career, because the striking difference between these two groups of actors to me is one of them is made up of individuals who have the right personality, the right genetic makeup, the right energy to be fun to watch on the big screen. And the other group encompasses that, but can also disappear into a character. Now, the group that I think encompasses going on screen and you just having a good time watching them is the group that I put Bruce Willis in. And that's not to disparage this group. This group right here is just as talented. Not anybody can do it. Not everybody can do it. And there's a reason that they are at the very top of the list. As I said, these groups are both made up of A-list stars. However, the reason I got to this point is because I was sitting there thinking about what my top five favorite Bruce Willis movies were. And then I was also thinking about what is it that separates Bruce from the rest of his field? What is it about his performances that we will always remember as iconic and legendary? What is it that we're going to miss in not seeing him on the screen? He is not the individual you go, I can't wait to play this historical figure because I know that he's going to deliver a performance that is going to move me to tears or laughter or smiles. However, what he is an individual that is a force on the screen. He is one of those individuals that when his name is attached to the script, things happen quickly. So the only criteria that I really gave myself for this list is that it has to be a Bruce Willis film, right? I wouldn't put Expendables on this because although he's a part of the film, it's an ensemble piece, right? I'm talking about led by this larger-than-life personality. So number five, I'm going to give it to three movies, a hodgepodge that give you three different looks at this individual, but still obviously still being Bruce, because in each character, it's Bruce, but that force is just undeniable and you want to see it. So number five is going to go to Glass. Yes, the M. Night Shyamalan third in the trilogy film that had a terrible ending. Also, Last Boy Scout, yes, the movie that he starred alongside Damon Wayans, that is just a fun time. It's got that 90s feel to it, and there's something about that 90s energy to movies that it's nostalgic and it hits me right there in the heart, so that's always going to win. And then I'm also going to give it to Looper, because that's another 2010s movie where he was kind of over his prime, but whenever his name was attached to a project, again, you go, I want to see the bald-headed man deliver the energy that only he can deliver on the big screen. So that's going to be my fifth spot right there. Number four, I got to give it to The Fifth Element, man. If you haven't seen this movie, you got to go check out this weird, crazy mix of a story that also stars Chris Tucker. I think this is one of those underrated films, one of those not talked about enough films. Die Hard. Die Hard is number three on the list. Some individuals would have this as their number one film, best performance from Bruce Willis. I think there are two more that are just slightly better, that pull at the heartstrings a little bit tighter. The Sixth Sense. Outside of the great twist ending, you could put that movie on today and there's still something about the way his face reacts when he realizes that when he notices that his wife hasn't really been interacting with him, that the people haven't been interacting with him, that the little boy told him from the very beginning that he sees dead people. Oh my God. The charm, the charisma, the strength, but a subtlety and an emotional depth in his eyes when it felt like he really connected with the script and was like, I'm really going to give this something. Number one has to top all of that. This is one of those movies that gives you one of the saddest, most emotional, gut-punching endings of all time. Also one of the greatest songs of all time. Also, for a lot of horny teenage boys, I'm guessing at the time, introduction to Liv Tyler on the big screen. Like, there was a lot going for this movie. The way he portrays his character with the stoicism of a guy who lives a hard blue collar life, but has love for his daughter, is willing to do anything for his daughter. You can't beat this movie. If you have not seen Armageddon, you are missing out. This is my favorite Bruce Willis movie of all time, and I think it should be everybody's favorite Bruce Willis movie. I'm absolutely going to miss seeing new movies come out of his camp. So I wanted to end it there and just saying, you know, it's really sad what he's facing right here. But it's also a testament to the fact that, like, no matter who you are in life, no matter what you contribute to this world, how great it might be, we've all got trials and tribulations heading our way. And the beauty in life is that there's pain and there's suffering, and that your strength comes from the people that are around you, that love you, that care for you. And from the outside, it's looking like over the course of his life, I think he's 70 now, he has managed to collect an assortment of people that actually love and care for him and are willing to do what's best for him. And I can't think too many individuals of his level of status have that type of community around them. They don't have individuals who are not there just because they have money or can do for, but actually care about and love that individual. So I need to know, do you agree with this list? What are your favorite Bruce Willis performances? Give me your list. I was George JLW, and that was your quick 5.